Okay, welcome back today. We're using just the top of a fence plank. You can use the rough side or the smooth side. I used the smooth side because it was just easier, smoother. I wanted it to be smoother. Then I just used my paint. It's like a light cream color. Brushed it on very lightly, didn't cover everything. Then dried that with the heat gun and then cut out my little napkin with water and peeled the layers apart. There was 3 layers. Pulled the layers apart. Put the Mod Podge down. Very light coat of Mod Podge. Put that down. Then laid the napkin on top. Brushed it out a little bit. There are some wrinkles. I don't care. Wrinkles don't bother me. They don't bother other people either, I don't think. But did that. Then I have a big old thing on my finger because I'll explain that another time. But then I'm going to lay my glass out. These are my broken beer bottles. I got a little bit of gold, a little tiny bit of gold in there. Not much, just a little bit. And then I have my UV sand resin with a little bit of glitter in here. So I'm just dropping that on there too, just for added texture. Not much. I'm not going to put a lot. Not much at all. Then I'm going to take my UV resin. I've put tiny little pieces here of glass right here and right here, little slivers of glass to look like stems. I'm just going to drizzle this on top. Sometimes I dry it, but today I'm not. I'm just going to drizzle this on top. It's going to hold it. It's going to give it the shine I want. It doesn't take much. We're just going to drizzle that on there, let it soak, seep down. We're going to do the same thing over here. Just drizzle it. You can paint it, but I guarantee you when you start painting it, your little pieces are going to start moving. So all I'm doing is just drizzling it on. Broken beer bottles, you can use anything you want. I just have broken beer bottles. Let that sit a little bit. Let it settle a little bit. I'm going to come in and smooth out the edges just a tiny bit. Yeah, make sure everything's covered. All this here is covered. I'm going to come back with a brush and brush a little bit more on here so that it's all on everything, but I want to get this set in first. And I might come back with some really pretty bronze glitter or maybe some orange glitter. I don't necessarily want this to be all Halloween. You know, I have this stuff here that I've made. Can you see that? Yeah. I have that I can put on there. It's got a little bit of green, a little bit of gold. Why not just put it on there now? Okay. Get rid of. Where's my spoon? I'm getting a little spoon. Well, that ain't gonna work. Get the other spoon. Just gives it a little more glitter. I like a little bit of glitter on everything, as you know. But that's pretty because that green really shows up. I have like a green and that mixed in with this stuff I've made. I use this when I'm doing my Bayou themed items. Just putting it on there a little bit. And yeah, I'm getting it on the glass, because it's going to be okay. I might put a little bit up here too. I'm going to push that over a little bit. I gotta sift through it to get it. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, that's good. And then I have some greenery on here. If you can see, there is some greenery right in here. I might come back with a little bit of that to accent that. There's some little acorns right there. I might come back and do that too. But now I'm gonna get my light, UV light. Set that on there and let's let it cure. It's sat long enough to where it's spread out good. I'm happy with that, how much it has spread out. But I'm going to talk about, I thought I was having a reaction to the UV resin. A couple of people posted that they were having a reaction to the UV resin. I did not have any reaction to the UV resin for a year, okay? Been using the same brand for a year. Then all of a sudden, I start having this reaction. And it's bad. I mean, let me show you. You can't hardly see it. It is bad. I mean, my skin is dried, peeling. I have no feeling in this right here. You can hear that. I have no feeling in that whatsoever. It's dried. It's starting to crack. You can see right there. That hurts like a son of a gun. And it's on this one a little bit, not too bad. But I was laying in bed last night and I'm thinking, why, Lord, did I all of a sudden become allergic to it? That makes no sense. Same box, same bottles. I buy them in the little bottles like that. And it hit me like a ton of bricks almost. It was... I had bought some shells, and this is what I think it is. I bought some shells off of Amazon, and they were beautiful shells. They were clean. They were perfect. And I just started using them. Then I backed up and started thinking, I hold my shells with these 3 fingers while I'm putting on my resin, okay? I thought I was getting the resin on these fingers while I was doing it. I don't think that's the case. These are the 3 fingers that I hold most of my shells with. My oyster shells. The oyster shells is what I'm talking about. I've gotten shells from other people. They were perfect. They were great. Not a problem. I think the shells were not properly washed or rinsed enough after they did the acid. I don't know if it said they were dipped in acid. I didn't pay attention to that. All I know is that is what I think is happening, is that acid, the residue of it was getting on my fingers, because it had kind of started to cure up, you know, to get better. And then I did some shells for my niece and my nephew. I did a Hawaiian bottle stopper with with fishing lure. I did my brother's with pheasant feathers. They're beautiful. And it started again. And I didn't think, because I'm even putting it on with a brush. So it's not touching my skin except for the edge. If I get it close to the edge, I'll immediately wipe it off with baby wipes. Immediately. Then I started getting up, washing my hands with soap and water if it got on my fingers, because I don't use gloves on this stuff. But I messed with UV resin, like I said, for a long time, and I've never had trouble. Never. I do this with, I'm a nail tech by trade, so I've never had trouble. Well, all of a sudden I'm having trouble because I think the shells were not washed, rinsed enough. So now I got my box of shells outside sitting in a mop bucket full of water, just letting them sit. And I'm just going to keep pouring it, putting more, pouring out the water, putting more, because I think that's what it is. I really, really do. I really think that's what it is. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, these are dry. See how sparkly that is? You can put a little hanger on the back here, or you can put a little twine or something else. This edge right here, I did a wax on it before I did all the, when I put the napkin, I just put this wax and I just smear it on with my brush. This is the brush I use. I just smear it on with this brush and then I wipe it off. When you're doing this, you wipe in one direction with a paper towel, or better yet, a t-shirt. My board's not rough, so it'll be fine, but just wipe it. And I might go over the edges. I might, well, there's paint, so I might have to. Just go over the edges with the wax and then wipe off the excess. That's fine. And then I am going to, I've already put Mod Podge on this part. Make sure everything's stuck good, because there's little tiny slivers of glass. You always want to make sure everything's stuck good. Yep, everything seems to be stuck. Now, you can go over this with Mod Podge and seal it up a little bit better, or you can go over it with the UV resin, or that AB resin, I call it. Whatever you like to do. I have no patience for that resin to set up for 4 hours, even the fast set. I don't have patience for that. Plus, I've tried it 4 times, and trust me, I've ruined lots of stuff with the AB resin. I don't think I'm doing something right, or my house is too cold, whichever. But I could come in and put like some sunflowers up here, but I mainly just wanted this for fall. It can be a wreath hanger. You can hang it on your front door. You can put it on your fireplace, whatever you want. And it's not, this is not sharp. It is a little bit, but it's fine. It can just be a little plaque to set on your fireplace, I have a big fireplace, so you can put it on your fireplace just sitting there. You could put a big old sunflower up here. You could actually go outside and get acorns and put some acorns on there. I have tons of acorns in my yard. You could put those on there. It just makes it really cute. And that's it. Didn't take 5 seconds to do all, well, actually maybe 10 minutes. But yeah, once you get all your stuff together, then you can start doing it. But that's it. So y'all have a nice day. Be sure and like, and just at least comment something. Hello, bye, whatever you want to say. And we'll see you next time. Bye.